Alright, welcome everybody to the Castlevania Ravenloft RPG. The last time we saw our adventurers, they had braved into Castle Ravenloft itself. After passing through a room full of dragon statues and then a room full of gargoyles, proceeded down a long hallway full of statues, then into what looked to be some kind of church sanctuary, where you found an impressive looking magical mace. And then as you made your way back to the area with the gargoyles, they all attacked. And it was an excellent fight. You guys came out victorious, and that's where we last left our heroes. So you hear somewhere to the south, not too far away, it sounds like an organ is playing. And it looks like Mark is not able to join us at the moment, so I'll let you guys suggest what he would do. But go ahead, what would you like to do next?
Mark gives us all his golden items, then steals the silverware.
Oh
Alright, let's put all of Mark's stuff in. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Just for this room description where you're at, cobwebs stretch beneath the columns that support this vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches on iron sconces. They cast odd and distorted shadows across the faces of, now the destroyed faces of all these gargoyles that you've smashed to bits. There's cracked and faded ceiling frescoes that are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed, well, no longer closed. On the east, the bronze doors that you opened. To the north, there's a wide staircase that climbs up into darkness. And a lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze door, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones.
I don't know about you gentlemen, but I'm not too eager to find out who exactly is playing that organ.
Yes, I would agree. I can't imagine it's Strahd himself, but regardless, it's something I'm sure is quite more powerful than us. As Elias is talking, he's healing the party and kind of making sure he has enough spell slots to continue as well as heal.
I say we head back to the chapel and investigate that altar. We don't know if the body there was dead or not.
There were also other figures in that area that we had not interacted with yet. Seemed to be living. So perhaps we should look in other areas before we engage over there.
If memory serves correctly, you didn't see any signs of life in there.
No, out of character. Last time we played, he said the eyes were following us, but that was it.
It sounded like there was like shadowy figures sitting in chairs in that room.
Oh, yeah. They were high above you, I think. Here, let me just read it again. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure draped over the altar and black mace lies on the floor. No, that's...
Yeah, we already collected the black mace.
Oh, okay, here's what he's talking about. A dark balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. In the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs.
Whoa.
And there goes the soundbox.
Why is Soundbot doing that?
It did its usual bye Felicia trick.
Okay. Thank you, Soundbot, for spicing things up. But yeah, what you're talking about, Brent, was about 50 feet above you on a balcony.
So we couldn't see it.
Yeah, you could see it. Just from where you're standing. Once you go in the room a bit more, you can look back and see it. It was in the description, so I'm assuming you saw it automatically.
Okay. Can you I'm not sure how to do this myself. Can you disperse those 25 healing points to let's see. Yeah.
Mr. Jeeves has 20 wound points, and Alexandra has 11. Everybody else is full.
I added 25 to myself accidentally, so I was hurt a bit before that. I can't remember exactly how much though.
I think if I recall, you had 13. I'm not 100% sure on that.
It showed 26 or 29 on the combat tracker before I did anything.
Okay. Did
But
you
just
have
you
any...
can split those between Alex and Jeeves. The 25.
All right, so
Well, we need healthy too.
yeah, okay, so 29 on Elias, 11 on Alexandra, 20 on Mr. Jeeves.
And that 18 I did earlier should go towards the 29 I have.
Okay.
So whatever that is.
That would be 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 25 will be distributed between Jeeves and Alexandra. I'm going to say 12 and 13. Alexandra at full and Jeeves...
Yeah, that's fine.
Just give me the 11 and give whatever's left to Jeeves.
That would be 14.
No need to overheal me.
And I'll use one more cure wounds on myself to. Exactly 11. Good.
What are the chances?
Great.
Cool. Well, what say you, gentlemen?
Jack, shall we check a door we have not looked upon yet, or go back to where the altar was? What do you say?
Jack.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can-
Now
Yeah.
again.
Fantastic. Okay. I see no harm in further investigating the chapel.
Okay. Then we shall proceed with that.
Once again, Strahd already probably knows we're here.
Back to the chapel it is then?
Well, I think you guys outvote me, but that's probably dangerous anywhere, so we may as well go.
Mr. Jeeves agrees with whatever Alexandra wants to do.
He better. He knows what's good for him.
Yeah.
He says, I think I remember seeing something shiny in there.
Oh, Lord. Of course.
All right, you enter the Grand Hall. It's choked with dust and stretches into the darkness ahead. Webs hanging from the arched ceiling like drapes, and these life-size statues of knights line the hallway. But on both sides, their eyes seemingly watch you as you move past.
Oh, there's the robot. I did not know that. The robot's right there.
All right. So, once you step a little bit farther inside, I can reveal more of the room to you. computer's a little slow.
Don't push it, it's delicate.
It is. Alright. Map is drawn. Why isn't it updating the other view? Sync with client view. Oh, there it goes. It just took forever. Alright. So this room, once again, dim colored light filters through tall, broken, and boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot domed ceiling, and a balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet above the floor. And that's the wall directly behind you. In the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor, jumbled in jumbled disarray. Beyond this debris, lit by piercing shafts of light, an altar stands above a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas relief of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and that is where you took the mage hand and grabbed the black mace there, near its feet.
I think I see what Jeeves mentioned when he said something was glittering.
Yes, Jeeves goes to approach eagerly, if you'll let him.
By all means.
Ooh, shiny, he says. He goes up to the altar.
Foolish old man.
He sees that the human remains that are slumped over this altar looks like they were trying to reach for the item that sits upon it. And he's going to search for traps. He doesn't see any. Let me see if I can bring you an image of what he's found. My interface looks completely different since I've had these computer problems. Where are my images? Oh, here he goes. All right. This holy relic.
Holy relic, you say?
Oh.
You're getting right excited. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's the snorkel.
Is it a snorkel? It says holy symbol.
It's the snorkel. The holy symbol of J.
Oh no.
It's actually holy relic. It just didn't. Yeah, go to bed. Good night.
Wow.
Can I minimize this? Like, why is it so big?
It's beautiful pixels.
I don't know. That's frustrating. I can't make it small. Oh well, that's what I get for doing it at the last second anyway.
You know what it is. That's what's important.
Yeah. Yeah, it appears to be some J-shaped symbol. It has a cross on the back of it, but it looks like it's made of pure silver with some gold inlays into it. So Jeeves looks back and he says, can I pick this up? It looks like, and he says basically the way I described it. Some silver J-looking symbol.
Elias gets closer to look at it and examine it, but he does not immediately recognize it as a holy symbol because it's just a J-shaped shiny thing.
Yeah, it looks hollow. It looks like some kind of hollow tube.
You said the man was reaching for it. We probably should be cautious about handling it at first. Jack, would you mind doing another mage hand?
Sure.
I don't want
Jack
Jeeves
snaps
dying
his
from
fingers
whatever killed
and
that man.
summons it.
All right. Despite how you want the mage hand to appear, for some reason it always appears like a ghostly skeletal hand, which was not like that before you entered these realms. But the ghostly hand goes over and grabs the relic, and what would you like to do? Where would you like to move it?
Pull it to myself, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
What's your alignment?
Oh, crap.
Chaotic good? Chaotic neutral.
Okay. All right.
Pure chaos.
All right. Nothing bad happens when you grab it. You can feel some kind of holy magic emanating from this item.
Ugh. Jack picks it up with his fingers and looks at it like something that kind of grosses him out and says, Crusader, this, I think, belongs to your imaginary friend. Can you come get it?
Many insults in one there, just like you. I'll take it, sure.
Hand it over to Elias.
He takes it.
As angry as Alex is with Mr. Jeeves, she knows that that guy on the altar was reaching for that thing, so all precautions aside, let's not do anything to hurt him.
Has anyone moved the tarp?
No. Brent, you think that this item appears to be very holy. You feel a righteous power within it, waiting to be unleashed. You think if you spend enough time, you can attune to it and discover its full powers.
Okay.
But for now, out of character, it just looks like a silver snorkel.
Yeah. It does have a cross on it, so Elias does, he does like feel and recognize that it has some power to it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's going to come in handy.
What would such a thing be doing here?
This
It's an
place
excellent-
was just normal. One. It wouldn't surprise me if Strahd hasn't set foot in here in hundreds of years.
That poor soul on the altar clearly has.
We could take a look.
Are you taking a look at something, Jack?
Mage hand the tarp down, away from the face.
All right. So you can see this character a bit better. Is that what you're doing? Some kind of inspecting this dead person?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure I understood. All right. So this person here, you can tell that there are some holy symbols on him as well, but they are kind of the opposite of holy. They look inverted. It looks like this person is a worshiper of something evil. And you can surmise that they probably touched that relic and suffered some kind of ill effects from it. He's wearing a fur-lined black coat that's embroidered with golden thread. You think the coat itself might be worth, you'd say, around 150 gold.
Alex is taking it.
Okay. He's also got a suit of chainmail on.
Ooh.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not just doing that for you. That's seriously what's on him. I know how much you've been wanting some chainmail.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you've already got his mace, so that's all he's got.
So Alex is stripping this guy with coat and chainmail. Is it chainmail or chain shirt?
It's chainmail.
Because there is a difference.
Let's see. Do you have a strength of 13?
No, it's 10.
It's heavy armor.
Damn it, why can't it be a shirt?
Oh no.
Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. That's medium armor, yeah, but it gives you a maximum dexterity bonus of 2. So I'm not sure if a chain shirt would be worth reducing your dexterity bonuses, right? Because you have a +5, and it would take all of your dex bonuses down from 5 to 2.
Would it, or would it just keep whatever the highest one was?
No, its mobility only allows you a maximum dexterity bonus of 2. That's just the way medium armor works.
Even though I have armor proficiency?
It says medium armor offers more protection than light armor, but it also impairs movement more. If you wear medium armor, you add your dexterity modifier to a maximum of +2 to the base number from your armor type to determine your armor class.
But I have
but
proficiency
that's just
in
for
all
armor
armor and all
class.
shields. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that it would restrict your attack movements as well, but I'm not going to interpret it that way.
Yeah.
I don't think it was meant to be.
That, and she's a fighter class, so she has proficiency in all armor.
Well, a chain shirt, not that you have one, has a base AC of 13.
Which is higher than the leather I'm currently wearing.
Yeah, but also you get dexterity bonuses of +5 right now, with to contribute to your armor class. What I'm saying is you're so dexterous that it might not be worth it.
Yeah.
Because what's your base AC for your leather?
11.
11, yeah. So this only goes up 2, but your dex bonus would go down 3. So you'd actually be worse off in a chain shirt. I'm glad I can disappoint you, because that means you already have the best that you could probably get.
Well, we talked about this earlier when it came up. I remember I mentioned that to April, and it seemed like she figured out that it was better, but maybe if that's the rule, then it's not.
That's going if the dex bonus of +2 trumps the +5 that I already have, like if it removes it. I don't think it does, but I'm not going to waste time arguing over it and trying to figure it out right now.
Okay.
Right.
I'll do test builds with it later on Fantasy Grounds after a game.
Sure. Alright, but whether it's useful to you or not, you definitely have found this chainmail, so do you want it in your inventory or someone else's?
Well, the mail is not what I was looking for. I was looking for the shirt, so somebody else can take that and boost their armor class if they want. Because I've only got a strength of 10. I can't wield it anyway.
I've linked the chainmail in the chat if anyone wants to read it. But would anyone like to loot this?
That's what Elias is already wearing, so it wouldn't really help him.
Okay. All right, on the body it stays then. How about the... you can just note in your inventory fur-lined black coat embroidered with golden thread. Actually, I think I have that. Hold on.
Okay.
It's just called black cloak. I'll put it into your inventory.
I would suggest keeping the chainmail on someone, because I don't see why it wouldn't be possible to reduce the components of it to just cut it down to a chain shirt.
Good point.
I mean, if you remove like the other like pieces of chainmail, it becomes a chain shirt. So
Fair enough. I guess I'll hold on to it then.
Okay. I'll put that in your inventory as well.
I can click and drag it from.
I've got it.
Alright, cool.
All right. So it's quite a large room here. It looks like there are a couple of places to the north and south on the west wall where you could actually explore further.
I'll follow Alex and see what she's looking at.
Okay.
I'm just exploring randomly.
You're
Maybe
stepping
see if
over.
G's,
Go ahead, Jack.
maybe see if G's is willing to take a walk up the wall and look at the figures in the thrones up there.
You're wanting Jeeves to climb up to the balcony?
Asking him to, but yes. Carefully.
Okay. While April and Elias, I'm sorry, Alexandra and Elias, crunching around on broken shards of stained glass, Mr. Jeeves is interested in the proposition of checking out whatever's up there. So, let me see if I can describe that. Some of these images take so long to load because they're so high quality. Alright, Mr. Jeeves needs to roll a check for stealth. I'm assuming he's going to do this slowly. Unnatural 20. Nice.
Nice.
Sculpted stone railing encloses this long balcony, which overlooks Ravenloft's chapel. 2 ornate thrones stand side by side in the center of the balcony, covered with dust and strung with cobwebs. The thrones face away from the double doors that give access to this balcony. It looks like, just from where Jeeves can investigate without being seen, it looks like there are 2 dead figures sitting there.
They're dead. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, so he scurries back down, and 50 feet down the wall, he effortlessly climbs down and then lets everybody know, oh, there's 2 dead guys up there. There's some double doors behind them.
Did it seem as if they had anything interesting upon them?
Well, I could check for you if you'd like.
Gentlemen?
I figured he would do that on his own anyway.
He had a great stealth check, so he wanted to report back before he did anything else.
Wow. You're free to explore for shinies. Mr. Jeeves.
Ooh, shinies. And he looks to Alexandra for a final confirmation.
She just rolls her eyes and turns her back.
Okay. All right. Everyone but Alexandra sees Jeeves effortlessly scurry right back up to where he was, this time without efforts of remaining quiet. You get up there, or he gets up there, and let's see. Elias, you're far enough away. You can see when he starts riffling through their these figures' belongings that they instantly spring to life and grab him. Let's see if I can make some escape checks for him.
Oh, Lord.
I don't have his character sheet up at the moment. Let's see, I can get it off the combat tracker though.
You just healed the poor bastard, too.
Oh, natural 1.
Ooh.
Shit.
Oh my god. Yeah. So he rolled an 8 total, but that's only because he had a +7. Natural 1. Okay. Everyone hears Jeeves scream for assistance. Help! As the two monsters push him down. And Elias, you can't see him from your vantage point anymore. You can see a little bit of the balcony and some movement, but it's hard to tell what's going on.
Can we still see the figures?
No, those are the figures that are doing this to him.
Yeah, but are they still in line of sight? I know Jeeves isn't, but are they?
Parts of them are through the railings of the balcony.
And we don't see how to get up there from where we are.
No.
Do we? Didn't think so.
I wonder if we can fire an arrow at one of them that might distract them long enough for him to make another escape check.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
What, are they going to jump down the balcony at us?
We're gonna try to kill Jeeves.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's what happens, Mark, when you're not here, man.
You guys, I gave you the opportunity not to send him to his death.
Yeah, well.
Alright. It wasn't me, that's all I'm saying.
Looks like I rolled twice somehow.
Man, this new interface. I'm not quite good with it. Come on, Mike. Gotta load this image, which takes a long time. All right, Jack, you'll be able to go first.
You there, Jack?
Sorry, I'm here.
You're
Had a
up-
coughing fit.
You're up first.
Okay.
He hasn't rolled for initiative yet.
Oh, you might not be first then.
He probably is, though. We have a 2 and a 6. 5. Wow.
Well, Mr. Jeeves is first. Mr. Jeeves is going to attempt to escape. Oh, God. Okay, that's against their strength. Natural 20. No. He's fucked. Mr. Jeeves He tries to escape, but he can't. So he's going to pull whatever weapon he can get out. Let's see what he's got here. His inventory. He's got a dagger. Let's see what his actions are. Yeah,
He does well with his rapier.
Rapier's pretty long, and he didn't have a weapon readied. So I'm going to say he's going to grab this dagger here. It's the easiest to get. And he's going to try to stab one of these. And he hits it. Alright, so... What, cat? What do you want?
Hi, Lucky.
Alright, he does inflict a minor wound on it. 5 points. And it's piercing damage, right? Let me see. Yeah, it is piercing damage. Okay. Alright. He pokes his dagger into one of these. Not that anyone down there sees this. You can still hear him yelling for help. And now it's the zombie's turn. They're going to attempt to bite him. He fends a bite off, but it also has a multi-attack, so it's going to claw at him as well. Misses. He's getting lucky. Alright, the next zombie. It does sink his teeth into him. For 4 points of damage. And then claws at him, missing him. Alright, Alexandra, it's your turn.
Well, she can't use the whip from here, so it has to be the bow and arrow.
They're behind 3/4 cover.
So roll with disadvantage.
No. Hold on.
Actually, wait a second. Zombies take radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch that then. She's going to... Wait, does the... I gotta look at the Sorrowful Misery weapon. I don't know if the sunlight summoning thing actually does damage.
Well, they are 50 feet away, so I don't think that's within the range of the light. But yeah, they'll have a +5 to their AC. So whenever you do it, just take it at a modifier -5 in the modifier box. You can just mouse wheel it down to -5 before you make your attack.
There's already a -5 button.
Or yeah, you can do that too. I didn't see that there.
Well, going to make an attempt with the longbow then.
Okay. Just for the sake of putting them there, I'm gonna put them here and here. What's the range on that bow?
$150 feet.
Dang. Okay.
The longbow, so yeah.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Nice. All right, that's a critical hit. Go ahead and roll critical damage, or just roll damage. It'll automatically make it critical. Excellent, heavy damage, and it's piercing too. All right, yeah. Mr. Jeeves is fending off claws and keeping their faces away from sinking their teeth into his neck, and he suddenly sees an arrow shoot straight into the throat and come out the other side, right in front of his face. The zombie lulls for a second and he throws it off of him. It's still moving, but he's able to at least break free of that one.
I have 2 attacks, so I'm going to do it again.
Hit.
That one's still under cover, or did it stand up?
No, they're both still on the floor with Mark.
Oh. Well, gonna make my second attempt then.
Oh my god, another natural 20. Okay, how do you want to do this?
Wow.
This thing's dead. It is not going to attack my butler and survive.
Yeah. How do you want to finish it off?
She fires her longbow, trusting that the arrow will land true, and it sinks straight through the eye socket of the zombie and out the back of its skull.
Excellent. Yeah, that one definitely is done for. Great work. You've already got inspiration, or I would have given it to you. 2 20s like that in a situation like this. Very good. All right. Anything else?
Well, I don't know where this door leads. I'm assuming hopefully to some stairs so I can get up there and help him without continuing to fire through cover.
All right. Well, I think that's your maximum movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Can you attack twice in one round and still move? I'm guessing you can.
Yeah, because my attacks are just two attacks. It doesn't count against my movement. Movement's a separate action.
Okay. I'm just gonna show you a little bit here what you can see.
Oh Lord, more statues.
This arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and the landing of a staircase to the west. To the left of the landing, the stairs curl down into darkness. To the right, the stairs climb up into thick drapes of cobwebs. Alcoves in the north and south walls hold 8-foot-tall sculptures of helmed knights with bright blades. Black shadows obscure their faces.
Hold on, Jeeves.
Okay, so I think that's about as far as you can go during your turn, though.
Yep.
All right. Elias, you're up.
Elias will advise Alex to wait for the rest of them, because I think we can handle the zombies from here. Elias is going to attempt to hit the other zombie with Sacred Flame, and it'll have to make a dexterity saving throw to dodge that, and it doesn't get any benefit from cover for the saving throw.
Okay. What's the spell's range?
Let's see. 60 feet.
All right, just within range. Go ahead.
All right.
All right, and it had a failure for its save.
Alrighty.
All right, heavy damage. You want to describe the effect?
Yes. Near where the zombie is at, a horizontal pillar of flame approaches it and consumes it near its upper body and scorches it for a solid 5 seconds before dissipating and making it screech in agony.
As it's screeching, Mr. Jeeves is also like, "Whoa!" because he just ignited basically right in his face like that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'll be moving a little bit.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah.
All right, Jack, you're up.
That was such a grand idea.
One from you too, huh?
Yeah. I think I can never find the damn thing.
You have to be able to see it.
Yeah, you'd have to scoot back a little bit. The balcony kind of looks over where you're at right now. There you go.
Out there?
Yeah, that's good.
There it is.
All right, it failed its save on that. And that's damage. Sacred Flame once again. Mr. Jeeves was surprised the first time, but he's doubly surprised now, hearing a similar incantation from Jack and getting the same results. All right.
Well, Jack's looks a little different. It's like it's a big blue flame in the shape of a cross.
Oh, awesome. I love it. All right. Anything else with your action?
No, not this turn. I was kind of hoping that would kill it, but whatever.
It definitely looks a lot weaker. from the efforts of you two.
I think Jeeves can finish it off.
Jeeves is going to try. He's going to attempt again to get out of this thing's grasp. Not great, but not poor. Let's see how it does. Okay. He breaks free of it. Then Jeeves produces his rapier. And he's going to stab into the zombie. And hits, which is good. He rolled an 8, but it was still good because of his modifiers. And the damage, almost maximum, as you see Jeeves wrestle away from the zombie. He kicks it from the towards the edge of the balcony, rams his rapier up underneath its chin and out through the top of his head, removes his rapier and kicks the body down below. It lands right in front of Jack.
Hello, ugly.
Search the body.
You find nothing but decay and these old black cloaks. They don't smell very good. Let me see if they had anything else on them.
Same for the one that's up there on the balcony still with Jeeves.
Yeah, it doesn't appear like they have anything worth taking.
Okay.
Good fight, everyone.
Next time, either make it do a funny sound effect or have more riches.
You know, I should have had that sound effect ready, but I had no idea you guys were going to get up there and fight
No,
the
that's
zombies.
Jack calling up to
Oh.
Jeeves.
Oh man, I kind of wish I would have done the that one. All right, well, the zombies splattered all over the church floor now, and Mr. Jeeves, he calls down. There's doors up here. Did you want me to investigate or come back down?
I think you've gotten into enough trouble for now, old man. Get your ass back down here.
Aye, my lady. And then he scurries down the wall, rejoining the rest of you. He does say my lady a lot.
Gentlemen, it appears we have another choice. Up or down?
Thinking of labyrinth. Is that just me?
Did it on purpose.
Okay. If you didn't have inspiration already. No, I'm just kidding.
Double inspiration?
No.
We could go back and investigate the organ music.
Wasn't there was a way to the north where the gargoyles were as well that we didn't check out?
It's true. There were stairs that led up.
I'd rather not try to see what's making that music. It may be something immensely powerful. Besides, it is rather beautiful. Why would you want to interrupt it?
You call it beautiful. I call it morbid.
Elias, what say you?
My vote is up.
Old man?
Whatever you say, boss.
Do these knight statues seem very similar or identical to the other knight statues in the hall from earlier?
A lot taller. I think you said they're like
Yeah.
8 feet tall.
Yeah, these are 8 foot tall, and they have you
Bright,
can't
shiny
see
blades.
but you can't see their face.
Right. Black shadows obscure their faces.
Mm-hmm.
Perception check to see whether or not they're alive.
Sure.
I get divine sense for that too.
Alright, you do that, I'll do perception.
right. Did you want to get to where you could actually see the obscured face? Because you'd have to investigate a lot closer. The light just doesn't allow you to see it from here. You'd have to get close to it and shine your light to it.
I moved further in.
All right. As you approach, you see the dead eyes stare back from these statues. Their expressionless faces looks as if they have no stories to tell.
Alex is going to wave her hand in front of one of their faces just to check.
And nothing happens.
Okay. Sigh of relief.
So Elias is checking for undead within 60 feet of him, any direction.
Let's see here.
That is not behind total cover.
Oh. Well, in that case, that makes my job a lot easier. No, you don't detect anything.
Okay. Alright, so, up the stairs then?
So the stairwell in front of you here is what you guys are using?
Yes.
Okay. Just reveals
As
the
good as any.
rest of this here. Oh man. It takes so long with these large images, but they're worth it. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, they look really nice. Much more detailed than the rest of the stuff we've been using.
Oops, moved the wrong token, sorry. Mike, which one's up and down?
That's a great question. Let me finish unmasking some of this.
Okay.
Looks like the one to the north is up.
I was thinking the same thing, but I don't want to just move my character anywhere.
Huh, I did all that, but I accidentally, like... How do I do that? Oh, that's how. Okay, so the large the large flagstones to the spiraling staircase lead up and down around 20-foot wide stone corridor. Cobwebs fill the staircase, making it difficult to see even the ceiling. Heavy beams sag overhead from centuries of supporting weight. Alright, so... I'm just going to say, if you want to go up, we'll go the ones that go up. I don't have to know exactly, actually.
Okay. Now that you unmask the map, it does look like the ones to the north are the up ones, and the ones below us go down into darkness.
Mm. Alright, so upwards we go. Alright, you feel like as you climb up, it's even farther than a single floor. You feel like you're going up at least an additional story.
Mm.
Which is the really tough thing about Ravenloft, is, as a DM, finding out where everything connects. Just be patient with me.
You're good.
Yeah, you start climbing and climbing. You feel like you've gone up about 100 feet so far. Do you want to keep going?
Whoa.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing the Belmont exercise. Your calves and your
Hardly broken a
thighs.
sweat.
Your calves and your thighs are starting to feel the burn from all these stairs.
You look fatigued, gentlemen. Would you like me to carry one of you?
Put my
Sounds
arms
cool.
around her shoulders.
That sounds quite nice, actually, yeah. Should we keep going? This seems quite abnormal.
You do remember seeing some really tall spires when you were outside the castle.
Yeah. Well, we've come 100.
You'll
We've
be
come 100
getting-
feet already, so may as well continue, I suppose.
You'll be getting exercise whether we continue on or turn back, gentlemen, so...
Onwards and upwards.
All right. Continue up for what seems to be another 100 feet. And
Jeez.
you cannot see the end in sight. You want to keep going up?
Jack, can you check to see if this is some kind of illusion or incantation we're in?
Well, I can tell you offhandedly that it could be, but nothing I can do would dispel it just now.
Hmm.
Hang on. Stand back. Go ahead, and after they stand a bit back, fire an eldritch blast directly upwards.
Okay. You hit the bottom of the stairs that are on the next spiral up.
Well, there are stairs above us.
Yeah, it's the
That's
ones.
helpful.
Basically, the stairs that you've been following have been in a spiral pattern, up and up and up. So you just shot into the bottom of the next spiral.
Well, they physically exist then.
There has to be an end somewhere.
Mike gave us a rough estimate near the beginning of us arriving at the castle how tall it was. Does anyone remember what that number was? The feet?
No.
Intelligence check to see if Jack remembers.
Sure. What'd you roll?
7. There we are.
An 18. Sure. You recall accurately. Let me stop digging around here through maps and I'll find it. You thought that it went way past 300 feet, up to 360 feet.
Okay, so we've only gone about 200 at most, so we could keep going all the way to 360 potentially.
All right.
All right.
All right, up and up you continue to go until you finally reach the top. Let me display the map here. All right. Finally, after you've climbed the full 300 or so feet to the top, the spiral staircase finally ends in a 5-foot wide stone walkway that circles the shaft. In the center of the tower's highest floor, a 15-foot diameter hole drops into the cold heart of Ravenloft itself. Cold air rushes up out of the shaft, sending a chill through you. Arrow slits line the walls, and aging beams support a steep, cone-shaped roof. One beam and part of the roof have fallen away, leaving a gaping hole into the stormy sky. Everyone rolls... Never mind.
Okay.
Give me a second. right, so passive perception, I believe Mr. Jeeves has the highest.
Perception.
Yeah.
Passive perception's different.
Damn.
Okay, so that's against this. Okay.
I don't like that laugh.
I'm sorry. I'm telegraphing way too much as a DM.
I do not like the sound of that laugh.
I've heard that laugh before, yeah.
I disbelieve.
Yes, you hear the faint howls of the wind up this high, whistling through the arrow slits that look down upon the rest of the world.
That was it.
Yes.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'll roll perception. If I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're
Alright.
searching? Well, tell me what you're doing exactly. It might help you.
Elias is just looking around this room. He figures there must be something up here after they've climbed all this way, besides just the arrow slits and the cold air coming out.
Yeah, hauling your armor up here, you've definitely put some burn into your legs, and you're sweating a little bit, so coming all this way just to see a giant hole that plunges into darkness
Yeah.
and a few arrow slits. I'm gonna say roll it again.
All of us?
No, just him.
Okay.
Okay, that's... higher than 20, but let's see. Yeah, you still don't see anything.
You other guys see anything here? Well, there must be something to this.
I know I'm like being way too obvious about this.
No, you're not really. I'm just shooting in the dark here. Roll for perception, guys.
Yeah, my perception checks are sucking tonight.
Oh, there we go.
Way to go, Jack.
Jack, you just beat someone else's natural 20. You have a 23 and they have a 22. Something lurks among the rafters. A small, spindly man not much larger than a child. A flash of lightning illuminates his face, which is painting like a grinning jack-o'-lantern.
But only Jack sees this.
Yeah, at the moment.
Doesn't mean he can't point
Okay.
it out to him.
Want to bet I can't?
Play us some music, Brent.
Okay.
I don't know what it's. Here we are.
Are you casting Chill Touch?
Jack doesn't say a word. He just lets fly with the spell.
Oh, well, let me read this description first. It says, it's obvious that you're looking at not a small man, but a mockery of one. This thing is not a creature of flesh and bone, but a construct made of dyed leather, stitched and tightly mixed, and tightly wrapped over an articulated frame. You can hear the soft tumbling and clicking of gears.
The Clockwork Man.
It looks like a little jester. Let me show you actually what it looks like. I figured I would show this to Jack because Jack's kind of a fool himself. So before you cast that, I'll let you at least give it a good look.
I see. Yep, that looks like a jester creature. also does not look friendly.
Okay, so chill touch is going out to it.
If I saw that, no, it's not going to be chill touch.
Okay.
Pidlwick
Try
II?
talking to it before we kill it.
Because it's terrifying? That's a good reason. I mean,
It's not just terrifying, its bearing is unfriendly. Like, yeah. Da 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 da. Jack goes ahead and looks up at it, directly at it, and says, I don't suppose you're friendly.
it hides its little head like it's trying to even hide better, but there's no way it's going to escape your view. Not yours, anyway. No one else can really see what you're talking to at the moment.
I'm sorry, but I can still see you. Like, you've hidden as well as you could. But I'm a fool myself. I know the tricks of the trade, friend.
When you say that, he tilts his head a little bit, and then he does a somersault off of the rafters and lands in front of you and dips in a bow, and then returns to an upright position.
Hello there.
Elias is very startled. What is this?
It slowly click, 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 turns its head and looks at Elias.
It wasn't creepy or anything.
Is this one of the Clockwork Master's creations?
It rather looks like what Blinsky was describing.
It
What
tilts
was
its
his
head
name?
and it looks over at Alexandra.
Does it understand us?
Jack would remember the name of Blinsky's master, even if I don't.
I don't know if he told us or not.
He
Yeah,
did.
he
He did.
did.
I can't remember it offhand.
I have it right here. It's Fritz von Werg.
I don't remember that at all.
Are you a creation of Master Fritz von Werg?
He ticks his head up and down like he's saying yes. And the little bells on his hat jingle.
When it turned to look at her, Alex bows back to it and smiles.
Jack is going to try to, relatively speaking, just do a similar somersault, just up and down.
It puts its little baton away, and then it claps, and then it mimics you exactly. Let's see. I got a roll for its performance check. Go ahead and roll yours.
26.
It did extremely well in mimicking you, but yours was flawless compared to his.
Jack claps anyway. Fantastic. Do you have a name we can call you by?
He just shrugs his shoulders, like puts his hands up like he can't talk.
This is fascinating.
We have a
Do
friend.
you know
Go ahead.
the name Blinsky?
He shakes his head no.
He is a former apprentice of Master von Werg.
And he would very much like to meet you, if you'd like to come with us and meet him, that is.
He eagerly shakes his head yes, the bell's jingling all the time.
Yes, he told us about you, in fact.
He spins around on his heel.
Well, we found one thing.
Do you know your way around this castle, little man?
He nods his head yes.
Interesting. Have you seen any bones of a dragon?
He mimics scratching his head as if he's thinking for a while. And after a few moments... Here, let's see. I'm just going to make a roll for this. He shakes his head no.
Darn.
Jack
Have you seen
casts
any live
minor
prisoners
illusion
as
of a
late?
dragon skull.
Okay. I'll let him do it again.
Like this, only larger.
He shakes his head no again.
Ah, well.
Have you seen
Are
any live
you-
prisoners brought here lately?
He doesn't even have to think. He just says no. And then he points at the rafters.
You've been here for some time, haven't you?
And he nods.
Are you a friend of the vampire?
Let's see. Friend of the vampire. How would he take that? He just kind of shrugs, like it's not important to him.
Are you a servant of the vampire?
He shakes his head no.
Are you going to murder us in our sleep?
Jack, that was rude.
No, that's honest.
He shrugs and then tilts his head to the side. And then he slaps his knee. You can see he's kind of mimicking human laughter the best his mechanical body set can do. Like he's just made a joke.
I don't know if I believe this joke. That's not what Jack says. That's what Logan says.
Okay.
Where do you suppose Strahd would be keeping Emil? She asks the companions, not the construct.
Well, at least it's honest. Come, Jester.
Yeah, he cozies like right next to your leg, like a little son to you, and looks up and kind of holds his hand out.
Well, that's cute.
Pat it fondly on the head.
Okay. It like rotates its head to its hand and then puts its hand down and kind of looks down at its feet for a second.
Oh. Alex will take the poor thing's hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, creature.
Mom, Daddy,
Actually, Jack would say Jester.
Daddy.
So.
Well, it gladly takes Alexandra's hand. He looks like he's ready to go.
Poor little thing.
All right. I suppose off we go.
Well, I suppose the only way to go is down at this point.
Yes, not all of us can fly.
Oh, when you say down, you all do notice the giant hole in front of you, as well as the stairs that continue the way you came. Did you guys want to do anything with the hole before you left?
We could look in it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a hole. All we can really do is look, right?
Yeah.
It's too far to jump.
Yeah, you can't tell how far it is from here, but you understand that the way it's in the center of the stairwell, it has the potential to go down, as at least as far as you have been going up these stairs. It looks like the the core of this stairwell that you've been taking up this high has been hollow the whole time.
Elias will drop something down the
A
middle.
coin.
That might be the best thing. Yeah, a single, let's see, copper coin.
All right. You flip the copper coin up, and as it begins its descent down, all light leaves it as soon as the illumination from this tower can no longer trace it, and then you begin listening.
Does the little clockwork man have a need to be wound up at all? Does he have an external key?
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he's pretty self-sufficient.
Okay.
You can tell he's been here for a long time.
What do we do for the coin? Are we rolling perception checks for listening?
Go ahead.
Yeah, mine are not doing well tonight. And I'm proficient in that skill too. That's awful. Jack? Jeeves?
Let's see, Mr. Jeeves. Mr. Jeeves says, I don't hear anything. And he rolled really well.
Okay, well, continue down then, gentlemen.
Actually, Mike, I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm going to use my light cantrip on the coin to see around it as it falls, to see if there's anything in the corridor as it's going down.
Okay.
Because I can like put the light cantrip on an object that I'm not actively holding and just see where it goes.
What's the radius on that light?
So a bright light for 20 feet and then a dim light for additional 20.
And how long does the spell last?
An hour.
Okay. All right, you toss the coin this time, watching it descend and descend and descend. And finally, you can see that the small light does not grow any smaller. It's hard to tell from here exactly how far it went, but it plunged into darkness an insanely deep amount before it finally stopped at the bottom.
And as it was falling around the edges and outsides of the inside of the stairwell, I didn't see anything along the walls or anything unusual as it was falling along the wall.
The angle of perception, you could follow it down a good ways, telling that it was just a solid shaft, or that there was no openings for a long way. But you understand that you basically walked up the spiral staircase around this entire shaft, and you didn't see an opening on the outside either. So you know that at least from where you guys started, there's not. But it's so far down there, just peering, you had no chance of seeing anything of detail in the moments that it may have passed something significant.
Okay, so I think that's about as good as I can investigate the hole.
Yeah. What
How important is it?
What you're also having problems determining at this height is if it opened into a room that's wider or not than this well shape.
Oh, yeah.
you think you might see that there's you see there's definitely solid ground down there, but you can't really tell how big it is down there. It's so far away.
Jeeves, do you want to go take a look? We have the boots.
That will be quite a climb.
He
Indeed it
says,
would.
I'm not particularly fond of making that climb down there and getting in trouble. If there's something like a couple of zombies down there, I don't know if you'd be able to help from up there.
I could fly down there.
True.
If you want to go with me, I'd feel better about it.
All right.
I can give you gentlemen a light source if you'd like.
There's
Jeeves
not
has a
enough room
lantern.
to flap my Birdman wings, is there?
Yeah, I think you could do it.
Okay. Birdman. That way I don't have to lose all my gear.
All right. Everyone sees Jack begin to transform. The little man, he looks pretty impressed. He's backing up, though, like, not sure if this is something that happens all the time. But you complete your transformation, and Jeeves looks like he's ready to go, as long as everybody's good with this plan. One final look to Alexandra.
Shall we descend as well, Alex, on the stairs?
Just don't die.
I'll do my best not to.
Right, well, while they're checking it out, I suppose it would be productive if Alex and Elias started on their way down with the little man.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were some arrow slits around if you guys wanted to look out those. It's very foggy up here, but I'll reveal a little bit more of your surroundings.
Sure.
You see some other parapets, and actually I can't remember if that was, you guys are on the highest peak, right?
Yeah.
On that picture I showed earlier. Yeah, it was. So you can see pretty much everything. There's another tower that you can't see into, but you can see down on everything else.
Can we make out the magic circle on the building across from us?
Yeah, down below you can make out everything here that you see that I'm revealing to you.
Do an Arcana check for Elias.
I could try. I thought that wouldn't be very great. But...
I don't have proficiency in it. I could definitely try to.
Just a +1 for me. 5.
Good
Yeah,
check.
there you go.
I have a +1 too. I'm not proficient in it at all, but somehow I did better.
You can definitely tell that this is some kind of like satanic ritualist type symbol. It looks like magic has been done here.
It's also huge.
Yeah, you can even see that these markings extend around the entire perimeter of this circle.
Yeah, it's not just the little one. It goes all the way around the whole building now.
Great detail in these maps. You can see the artist in the bottom left. Jensen.
2016.
Little man, do you know how to read and write?
He shakes his head. Nope.
Well, there goes that idea.
All right, so the hybrid Logan and Mr. Jeeves are going to begin their descent. It's very interesting. Didn't expect this.
Shall
like it, though.
we start on our way down then too, Elias?
Yes. Oh, the music never started. I queued it
Yeah.
up wrong or something. There we go.
I'm just taking a moment to reveal parts of the map before I share it. I don't know if you're trying to get brownie points for playing Belmont's Revenge music, but it's working.
Give
Not
Elias
necessarily.
inspiration too.
He's
I've already got it.
Oh,
So this 10-foot diameter, 390-foot journey that you two take together leads from the top of the highest tower down deeper below than you think that Elias and Alexandra will land. So once you realize that it goes down what you believe is deeper, you have a decision to make to either go back and tell them or to continue on. But you can see the bottom. There appears to be a lot of cobwebs. It's very dark here if it wasn't for the light that Elias provided. There's a rushing wind that causes these webs to stir. And you do hear occasional squeaks as if bats may reside here. But as you go, you can see like there's a stairwell at the bottom, and just some stone floor. You'd have to go all the way down to explore more. It's all up to you, Jack.
Down we go.
All right. You continue all the way to the bottom, and buried deep beneath the keep of Ravenloft lie ancient catacombs with arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts. Cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. A thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. The black ceiling is moving.
Moving, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Look at Jeeves, point to the moving ceiling.
it's probably bats.
Yeah, Mr. Jeeves looks at you and puts his thumbs together like a bird under his chin and then flaps his hands.
Moving ceiling in a dark, musty place. Come on, that's common sense. That's bats.
Can we see anything more at this point?
You'd have to explore around a bit, but it looks like there's doors that enclose these pillars. It looks like these crypts are part of the pillars. So it looks like there's many different doors that you could open in these pillars to reveal the catacombs within. And then there's also a stairwell there that looks like it leads upwards. And they're right next to you. But these caverns are expansive. You're not sure exactly where they end.
I see.
I guess I could give you a little bit of share this sheet over to you. I've got so many windows open.
Do you smell any bones?
Yeah. So this is where you came down. It's right here. And you find a penny.
Hey.
It must be a lucky penny because it's glowing.
Pennies from heaven.
Penny for your thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Well, you got one that glows
Pennies from
and
heaven,
one
killer.
that, oh lord, we're still on this. Well, you've got one that's glowing and one that's not. I guess that's Elias's 2 cents worth.
It was a bright idea, in my opinion.
Okay, well, Elias and Alex are still heading down the stairs with the Clockwork Man.
Yeah, the two of you reached back to where you began. You feel like you could go down instead of going up because that stairwell that you found next to the chapel, it continued in both directions. Did you want to continue to farther down?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's meet up with our companions.
If it does meet up with them.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
All right, let me read.
Let's hope we don't get lost.
It's the high tower staircase. It says it leads up and down. It talks about where it goes up. Interesting. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, coincidentally, Mr. Jeeves and Jack, you hear footsteps slowly coming down those steps. And it's not too long before you see a very cautious Alexandra and Elias meet you there.
Quite a bit later than the other two would have gotten there, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
After they get their resume human form.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 20-sided die for me.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
You can't.
It's all right, Jack. Alexander pats her shoulder. Rest a while and try again.
Try and cast Minor Illusion.
You can cast Minor Illusion.
Okay. Glower.
I was being sincere, but be angry all you like.
He nods vigorously.
Well, if you change your mind. She moves her hair out of the way.
Jack moves closer to one of the crypts, and you see there may be an inscription on it if you'd like to investigate it. Would you, Jack, like to investigate it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. It says, Stefan Granovich, first counselor to King Bara von Zarovich.
Mm.
Read again.
Stefan Gregorovich, first counselor to
No.
King Bara von Zarovich.
He's
You
out.
moved
No,
to a
this
different
one
crypt.
over here.
Oh, okay. That one says Ivan Izvisklovich, champion of winter dog racing. The race may go to the swift, but the vengeance is for the loser's relatives.
Huh.
Okay.
Alex glances down at the clockwork. Have you ever been down here?
He shakes his head. Nope.
Hmm.
Um,
We'll look over here, see what this area's got.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me
Would you
move
mind
this.
doing a little exploring then?
Are you asking the little man?
Yes.
He gets his index fingers and puts them next to his mouth, pointing downward.
Would you prefer to wait by the stairs for us then? It may be a little safer for you.
He shakes his head no, and he continues to hold your hand.
Okay.
Alright, looks like Alexandra is investigating one of these crypts. That one says Count Orlox, Conqueror of Chaos.
Oh my. Should that name be familiar to her?
The door of this crypt has been carefully placed to the side and lies open. Inside rests an empty coffin that appears dust-ridden and unused.
Hmm.
Elias. Jack. Jeeves.
Yes.
It may seem that we're in the company of more than one vampire in this castle.
What makes you say
Be
that?
on your guard. There's an empty coffin in here with the name of a nobleman etched upon it.
Well, that could mean many things.
The coffin is unused.
Hmm.
Your vampire senses are tingling, Belmont.
Mm-hmm. Alexander's going to proceed very, very cautiously.
Alright.
Except Jack and I bump into one another. I'll let him investigate that one.
Alright, it says, Artemis, builder of the keep, thou standest amidst the monument to his life.
Look at the door up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, go back over to where the other door is off the hinges.
Yeah.
Look at the other side. Anything special about it?
Not really. It's just a stone slab.
Okay. Minor illusion of that door on this door.
Okay. I haven't seen this trick in a
Then
while.
open the door.
Alright, let's see. I need to figure out... where's my notes on how heavy these are? Oh. That's not what I was looking for. One moment, please. I don't have it at the moment. Just roll a strength check for me. I want to wing it. Yeah, I'm gonna say with enough time, you managed to get that one open. If I can,
Anything inside?
yeah, hold on. I thought I had my sound effects better for this. Got a good stone door opening. So unprepared, Mike. So disappointing.
No, it's all right.
Oh, I know. It's called. Oh heck! I guess I'll have to skip it. Damn it. Is it this one? Yeah, there it goes. It's just really quiet. It's called Begin. That's just my bad naming convention. Okay, so a skeleton draped in rags lies atop a marble slab in the center of this crypt. This one's not as empty as the previous one.
Is anyone paying attention to me?
I'm not.
Alex is trying to investigate her own crypt.
All right, look around for Elias,
Yeah.
and then minor illusion in front of his face. Jack's head turned the way he's looking.
Okay. Elias, next to you, you see the illusion of the untransformed Jack look at the hybrid form Jack. If I'm understanding that right.
Yes.
Elias notices this and seems confused.
If he's looking over at me, then he sees me waving at him.
Ah, yes. What is it, Jack?
Point him at the end of the room.
He just sees a stone slab right in front of you. Which, of course, is another illusion.
Pick up his hand, put it into the illusion.
If he lets you.
Sure.
Okay. The illusion is broken. You can now see kind of that it was an illusion the whole time. Now it's semi-transparent to you, Elias.
Elias sees the skeleton draped on the slab and nods his head and looks at half-transformed Jack as to what he wants him to do.
Jack makes a motion like, go look! If he looks at me or does anything other than do it, Jack reaches up his feathered hands and gently knocks on his armor, very clearly saying, "You're covered in metal."
Elias shakes his head and sighs, and then nods again and walks inside the crypt.
Oh, I love this. Okay, you're inside the crypt. It's just a skeleton draped in rags. You want to search around or something?
Yeah, I'll search around him. I'll do my best to see if anything's here.
Okay.
So, perception then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or would it be investigation?
It depends if he's trying to determine, like, cause of death or, I don't know, something about this. It would have to be specific, letting me know what he's trying to do, and I'll let you know the result. But as far as perception, you're absolutely sure that this person has nothing of value in his crypt.
For investigation, let's see. There's not much to go on off of the description. Is the slab one solid piece, or does it lift up?
It's one solid piece.
Got it. And there's nothing in the rags, they're just draped over him.
Correct.
Oh god, I'm stupid. but this is funny, so I'm glad I did it anyway.
It is funny.
Keep this away from the...
Into Elias's head. Damn, I was hoping there would be something like a blueprint.
Oh,
Ah,
good thinking. All right, in front of Alexandra is another crypt. It says Sir Ulrich Bukarovich.
Wonder if we should bother trying to open this door. Well, I know I'm already going to fail the strength check, so there's that.
You never know until you try. You failed.
Yeah. Told you! I have 0 modifiers for it. I have nothing to help me.
Mr. Jeeves offers his help. And let's see. Strength check. Oh, that's a save.
Just drag your ability dice.
Ooh, natural 20. Mr. Jeeves says, "Oh, if you don't mind, I think I've got this." And with alarming ease, Mr. Jeeves just finds the right way this thing is pivoted into place and removes the slab. And beyond, he has revealed the remains of a knight wearing a raven medallion. Rest on a plain stone slab. Urns containing powdered silver are lined around the slab.
I love how Jack just comes zooming right over.
I felt a disturbance in the force.
Alright, Jack, Elias. I think this one's all yours, my friends. Alex is going to continue on further.
you said there was powdered silver and what now?
Urns all around the stone slab.
Well, powdered silver is quite useful for Elias, and the Raven Medallion is quite interesting.
Yep. If anyone wants to take something, let me know who's doing it.
What is he wearing? You say he's a knight. Does he carry armor on him, or what distinguishing feature is there?
Yeah, it does look like he did have some armor that was, in his day, very useful, but it looks like it's nothing worth taking from this fallen, or, dead knight. Alright, in front of you now, Alexandra, lies the crypt of Sasha Ivilskova, wife.
A wife of Strahd. I'm going to avoid this like the plague.
Okay. Elias, are you taking the silver?
Yes, I'll take the silver, and I'll make sure that
If he's got a weapon, mage hand it away.
There's no weapon here, but the urns containing the powdered silver, looks like you can gather 500 gold pieces worth of powdered silver. So you can add that to your inventory.
Or he could use them to make holy water for us.
right.
Yeah. Once he's done spending time attuning to his new item, and yeah, he can do that too. All right, now in front
that will
of...
make it easier?
Huh?
I said, his new item will make it easier to make holy water?
No, I'm just saying that he's
Oh.
got a list of things to do now.
Yeah.
All right, in front of you now, let's see here. You see a name etched upon this, and I'm gonna have to look up what that name is exactly. Man, I should have been more prepared on this.
We had an update. It's understandable.
Also, Jack is taking the Raven Medallion.
You read the name out loud. Just help me out here. And it's the born given name of Elias, which I can't recall off the top of my head, so you're going to have to read it out loud for me, Mr. Elias.
It's on the crypt that she's reading?
Yes.
Oh my.
But no one will probably recognize it as they only know you as Elias.
Wow.
But here, recall the name, please.
Gentlemen, come over. I don't quite recall this name.
Elias peers upon the crypt and reads the name, reads it a few times, and kind of shakes his head and doesn't utter a sound for a moment. He says that well, he's a loss for words for a few moments, and he looks at the others in the party, and he has a few flashes before his eyes of the severed head that he had seen in Argynvostholt. And his face goes pale for a moment, and he has a few flashes of his nightmares as well, and he's trying to connect it all together before he even says anything. So he's lost in thought for a few moments.
Steady yourself, holy man.
He shakes his head and backs away.
Okay.
And he tells the others that you all may have been familiar with the notion that my name that you know is not my true name. This has my given birth name from Germany. I'm actually trying to remember what his actual name is. I can't remember
Dude,
now.
I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
Like, it's been so long since I wrote that.
Yeah, I even looked up the post, and I couldn't immediately see it.
Like, I took it out and everything that I posted because that was a secret.
Statues. I'm avoiding that direction.
I'd have to actually
At least
go
for
and,
now.
and find when you originally sent it to me.
Yeah, it would be in that. That would be a long time ago. It was,
That's fine. You can just we'll work it in. We'll retroactively name it later.
I'm going to avoid the direction with the giant statues for now.
It was, oh, I remember now. It was, Willem. So,
Wilhelm.
yeah, Willem. The German pronunciation for William, basically. But, this alliance explains that it's his real name, and Asher is spelled with a C in it as well, Ascher, the German spelling. So the crypt says Willem Asher.
All right. Everyone has lost visual sight of Alexandra.
Elias is taken with curiosity at this point and tries to open this crypt because he's very confused.
Roll strength. Oh, a 15, even with a rolling a 2. With some trouble, you manage to remove the slab, and as soon as it cracks, giving the slightest access to it, it releases a horrid stench of decay. And as you completely remove the slab, you see a corpse lying on the marble slab within. It looks just like you.
Don't look at it.
It looks like
Put my
you're
hand on
you're-
Elias's shoulder.
your rotting corpse, as if it's been here for a while.
Is the head attached to it?
Yes, it is.
Why are there multiple dead Eliases? This is crazy.
Just an illusion. Either the plane or the castle, or Strahd playing with you.
How would he know my true name, Jack? Not even you all knew that.
But
He can
you
read
do.
minds.
He would go through the trouble to inscribe that here.
Chances are it doesn't actually say anything.
Alex saw
We're all
something.
just reading it. We're all just reading it like it does. Illusion magic, powerful enough, can play with perception.
What is the corpse wearing? What Elias normally wears, Mike, or is it something else?
It looks just like what you would wear.
Elias shakes his head and steps back again. He's almost getting used to the oddities that's going on now. And he considers his identity again and hiding himself from those that sought after him and running away from his past and thinking about all that right now.
All right.
If only I could talk with the speakers once more.
You see Jeeves looks concerned at the expression on Elias's face and then goes off to find Alexandra. Okay, looks like Alexandra's in front of another crypt.
There's so many of them.
That one says Count Sirigu Solominvinki. Golly, I cannot pronounce these at all. I'm glad I'm not offending anyone in real life with butchering their names.
Solomovici,
yeah.
Solomovici.
Another count. I don't think I'm quite interested in this one either. I'd rather not awaken anything that lies slumbering.
Spoken like a true Belmont. Slay all the vampires. It's still daytime.
We don't know that. It's Barovia. You can't tell time here.
You know you came here pretty early, though. It looks like the more you walk around, the more crypts you see. Alright, so Alexandra is now checking out another one. This one says Alicia Floria, loyal servant and renowned actor.
Wow. I think that's the first time I ever succeeded a strength check.
Good job. You remove the slab, and a skeleton draped in rags lies atop a marble slab in the center of this crypt. 9 shallow alcoves are carved into the surrounding walls. The back of each alcove is painted with a full-body image of a handsome man. Some of the men wear fine clothes, others wear armor. At the feet of each painting rests a skull atop a pile of bones.
Gonna check for anything interesting.
Yeah, so there are 9
Fail.
different men all around these alcoves in paintings.
Jeeves, gotta check and see if there's anything shiny.
Sure. And he happily goes in to check. Go ahead and roll perception for him. There we go. He says, I'm pretty sure there's nothing of value here.
Moving on then.
Elias is reading one in front of him.
Okay.
That we already read that one. That was the
Yeah, that's
wife.
Sasha Iviloskova, wife.
Okay. What about this one on the bottom left that we passed by?
Yeah, no one read that one. That one says Petrina Velikovna, bride.
Oh my.
Oh, the bride. Okay.
All right. And Alexandra is exploring deeper this way. All right. What's next?
She picked this one out.
Okay. Sir Lenoid Kruskin, Sir Lee the Crusher. Bigger than life. He loved his jewelry.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Gotta keep Jeeves away from this one. Okay, what about that one?
Elias, did you want to check one?
Yes, the one in front of him here.
All right. That one says Stabal Indi Bak, a true friend no ruler ever had. Or truer friend no ruler ever had. Here lies his family in honor.
Okay, I'll leave that one alone.
All right, Alexandra, the one in front of you. Tasha Petrovna, healer of kings, light unto the west, servant, companion.
Light into the west. Light sounds interesting.
All right, you open that one.
Are we sure we have enough combat coins to be opening all these?
What?
Combat coins?
If no one gets that joke, never mind.
This is a treasure trove. We have a right to explore it.
A skeleton wearing tattered priestly vestments lies atop a marble slab in the center of this crypt. The domed ceiling overhead is painted with glorious sun mural. You see draped around the neck of the skeleton is a sun-shaped symbol.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yep, that belongs to me now.
Okay. As you go to pick it up, you hear a ghostly female voice. It whispers the following message. There is a grave to the west, with roses that never die, in a place built by healers, in a village called Kresk. When all turns to darkness, touch this holy symbol to the grave to summon the light and find a treasure long lost.
Thank you for the advice. I shall try this. Rest in peace. And she puts the emblem around her neck.
Okay. You think it'd be about worth 25 gold pieces if you ever decided to sell it?
No.
Alright, Elias has found another crypt. This one says, King Katsky, Katsky the Bright, ruler, inventor, and self-proclaimed time traveler.
Oh, Jack would be interested in that one.
Well, that is definitely interesting. And I imagine Jeeves managed to curiously read the jewels one while he was over there, so I imagine he'll be trying to open that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let Jeeves have the jewelry one. Oh, damn. Poor little birdie can't peck his way into the tomb.
I will kill you. Peck out your eyes and curse your soul after I eat them.
Wow.
You can't quite open it with that check, Jack. Elias, you get yours open.
Not
just fine.
surprised.
A skeleton draped in rags lies atop a marble slab in the center of the crypt. Lying
Wait a
amid the
second.
bones is a stoppered drinking horn, a fat pouch, a weird-looking scepter made of metal and wood. Above the bones, hanging from the domed ceiling by wires, is a wooden flying contraption that looks like a set of folded dragon wings, fitted with leather straps, metal buckles, and taut leather wing flaps.
Why is Jack trying to open the tomb of the bride? Or the wife?
I don't know, but
Away
he's
from
failing.
Get away from there!
Because it has occurred to me that most of these could have anything.
Yeah.
Yes, bride. An evil vampire spawn.
Okay,
Then we put her to rest.
I'm gonna put these items that Elias found into the party. Parcel into the party thing. Let's see. Haven't done that in a while, but there it goes. It's in the party sheet now.
A musket, huh?
Yeah, that was the scepter of metal and wood.
Okay. This guy might have really been a time traveler. Out of character.
Well, it's not unknown in the Castlevania universe.
It's not bound by time.
Mike, did you put the sun necklace in my inventory already?
You can note that. I don't know if I have a parcel for that. Oh, I do.
Or
I do.
the raven.
Hold on a second. Let me get that for you. The Raven? What you talking about?
The raven medallion.
Oh, you took that off the knight?
Yes.
Yeah, Jack grabbed it.
I might have something for that. Hold on. Alright, you've got the holy symbol in yours now. Of the sun. It's just called holy symbol, I believe. Let's see. That was this one. I don't have a parcel for the Raven medallion, but you can take it if you'd like. Just put Raven medallion into your inventory.
Anything special about it, or is it just pretty?
It just looks like something that maybe this order of knights worn to identify themselves. It doesn't look like it has any magical properties, but it is an impressive medallion. Okay, so now what's going on? I saw some rolls happen.
I tried to open this tomb right in front of me, the jewelry one for Jeeves, but I failed.
And I'm still working at the same tomb.
That was unintentional. I love it. Okay, so Mr. Jeeves is going to help out with the one that Alexander's having trouble with.
With his manful strength.
Because what? Oh well, he opens it, and inside, this is the one that said, bigger than life, he loved his jewelry. An oversized skeleton draped in jewelry and rags lies atop an elongated marble slab in the center of the crypt. Leaning against the slab is a blood-stained maul strung with cobwebs.
Hmm.
And Mr. Jeeves says, "Ooh, shinies." And he goes to collect the necklaces without even thinking twice about it. I will put a fine jeweled necklace in his inventory.
I'm sure he wouldn't object to that.
I'd hope not. Because it's worth about 700... What is it? 750 gold.
Wow.
Nice.
As for the mall, it looks intimidating, but it doesn't seem to be magical or anything that you can tell by looking at it. He's going to choose not to touch it.
A wise decision.
Okay. Elias, did you you've explored a new area? Let me just
Yeah.
show all this over here.
Would I be attuned to the holy symbol now?
No,
by the
you
way?
have to actively attune yourself to it. It's going to require some time spent concentrating on the item
Okay.
and just familiarizing yourself, maybe with like in prayer to get the benefits all understood from that thing.
Gotcha.
All right, so the crypt in front of you, that stone door of this crypt lies on the floor, its inscription obscured by fog. The crypt gapes open. A skull, some bones, and a few bits of rusted armor lie atop a marble slab, with a leering stone gargoyle squatting at each end. You can see an epitaph on the other side. And it reads... The epitaph on the doors reads, Indrovich the Terrible, what blood of a hundred slaves did not do, the spurn of a woman accomplished.
Wow.
Oh dear.
I think I'll leave this one alone.
Good choice.
Did the 13 open the crypt in front of me?
Has to be 15, I think.
Yeah, it has to be 15. What'd you get?
13.
13.
No, no good. Alright, so Alexandra is in front of a crypt. And it
Kick it.
says Kazan, his word was power.
Jack.
Poor Jack, he's trying to get in.
Jack.
Someone come open the store.
This tomb
I
may be
will
of more
go and
interest to you.
Elias will go and help Jack open the door. He hears him barely.
Okay. It's starting to make a lot of noise down here.
Yeah.
Damn. I failed.
Oh, natural 20.
Elias just like knocks it out of the way.
Elias just sneezes on it and it collapses.
What door?
Alright, in this door.
Jeeves, care to help me out with this one?
Hold on. Let's explore this here. Webs as thick and pale as linen cover a shapely female form lying atop a
Lord.
marble slab in the center of this dusty web-filled crypt. You hear a voice issue from the darkness. My love, have you come to set me free? The woman rises, the shroud of webs clinging to her in a ghastly fashion.
Why would you disturb the tomb?
As soon as she realizes that the two people in front of her do not include her husband, she tears away her web shroud like an unloved wedding dress. Roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh my god, maybe next time you'll listen to me.
Well, it's been a while since we had an encounter.
Wow. Vampire hunter. Vampire senses. Leave things alone.
All right, and I'm going to call it a night right there. So we'll let Jeeves roll his own initiatives. You cannot just teleport over here. Putting you back.
Teleport and walk.
You were exploring another grave when they opened this.
Well, she is quite shapely, though.
Well, yeah, I've just got to. That's not the best.
Yes. Be attracted to the undead fiend.
Oh, actually.
Okay, I'm not sure of
decent.
all of us that Alexandra gets to talk.
About what?
Getting into trouble?
I was going with being attracted to monsters, but
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking
At
of
least
that,
mine was alive.
with that whispering ghost,
a
it
pulse
looks like
is just a number.
Alexandra has another reason to revisit Kresk if she could get in there without
Yeah.
disturbing the locals.
If we can even get back in at this point.
Jack can get in.
Not looking like that, you can't.
I still have Misty Step.
Oh, that's true.
We have to get out of here first, too.
Yeah. We have to
Alive.
find a meal and the dragon bones first.
Or at least one of those.
And not die.
And possibly Gertruda and Elena.
And Emil.
That a meal.
And at least you got Pidlwick next to you. He's with you and Jeeves.
And if push comes to shove, Alexander will pick him up and carry him as they're running the fuck away.
Well, we get an interesting test to see whether he's going to stand with us or against us.
I am not going to make that poor little thing fight. I'm going to make sure it's secure and safe, and then we will fight.
It's not a child. It's a golem. Did you not see the picture?
It's a construct, and it's intelligent.
Exactly. If it wants to fight, it can fight.
It didn't seem very keen on exploring this tomb in the first place. I wouldn't ask it to do anything it didn't want to do.
I'm not suggesting we throw it at it. I'm saying if it suddenly pulls out knives, or the hand moves aside, and there's knives, shurikens, electric magic, some random rats in the sleeve.
Yeah, he does have a bunch of rats tied to his belt.
I mean, you never know.
Nice.
Elias just found a freaking gun here, so it could be anything.
Would Elias even use a gun?
No one even really knows what a gun is at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know what it is. He's very
Yeah.
curious, but yeah.
Boomstick.
The only one who could figure it out is probably Blinsky.
Octavio probably could.
All right. until
Actually,
next
what
time.
year is it?
It's a Renaissance weapon, so it's not too far off from the current time.
I do have the time here listed.
I mean, you guys have rapiers. It's not too far. Actually, in the time of Dracula's curse, I don't think rapiers existed yet, but whatever.
Yeah, this is actually before Dracula's curse a little bit even. The year is 1449.
I was going to say 1444, so okay. But that means there's still cannons. Which means we might be able to make the intuitive leap, but nah.
I mean, I found bullets and gunpowder with it, so and the horn, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to put two and two together and figure it out.
maybe.
All right. Well, it's so good to play with everyone again. Thanks for playing, and I'll see you next week.
Yay!
Good night.